windshield. Take one.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
For tonight's Tusculum and Lenoir-Rhyne showdown. Senior night here tonight, and the only senior is going to be Brandon Mitchell, as this Pioneer team, very young. Brandon Mitchell, with the opportunity to come back if he were to choose to do that, he could. That is exactly what James West will do next season as a graduate James West will come back with this basketball team. That's the understanding right now. But this COVID year allowing those seniors the opportunity to return. They could have opted out, I guess, this season and then returned next year. But this Pioneer basketball team has basically played a full season as they enter at 11-4, winners of 5 straight. Not the full conference season that they would have liked, the 25 to 26 games that they would have played. The Lenoir-Rhyne Bears playing just their 14th game here tonight at 8-5. But had he wished to return, he could have returned if that would have been the case. Let's take a look at this Lenoir-Rhyne Bears starting 5 for Coach Everett Sullivan. Davion Bradford, a 6-foot senior out of Pontiac Mission by way of Cornerstone Health and Tech High School. Darius Simmons, the 5th-year senior out of Raleigh, North Carolina by way of Word of God Academy. R.J. Gunn, the 6'6 senior from Irmo, South Carolina by way of Irmo High School. Armin Mildrew, the 6'1 freshman out of Paris, California by way of Panther Creek High School, getting all the way to the right coast from the left coast. Cooper Fowler, the 6'11 sophomore out of Greenville, South Carolina by way of famed J.L. Mann High School. Everett Sullivan is in his 4th year as the head coach of Lenoir-Rhyne with 53 wins and is 5-4 all time against the Tusculum Pioneers. Just had his team in the conference tournament championship game 2 seasons ago in that LR Catawba old school showdown, which was great to see between those two great institutions. Catawba was the winner in that one. For the Tusculum Pioneers, it'll be Josh Scott, the 6'5 sophomore out of Pompano Beach, Florida by way of Blanche Ely High School. Justin Mitchell, the 6'5 sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky by way of Frederick Douglass High School. Brandon Mitchell, the 6'7 senior from Virginia Beach, Virginia by way of Salem High School. The lone senior for this Pioneer team here on Senior Day. He is tied for the school lead in block shots with 159 career, tied with the all-time great Brad Hawks of Tusculum history. Trenton Gibson, the 6'4 junior out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee by way of Blackman High School. The all-conference selection Elite 20 winner from a season ago for the Pioneers. And James West, the 6'1 graduate from Woodbridge, Virginia by way of Mount St. Mary's College and Freedom High School. Tusculum is 7-1 in games that he has played. The loss was to Lincoln Memorial on January 2nd, the game that he was also injured. He missed 7 games out of the lineup, and since he has returned, he has averaged 20 points per contest, coming off his career best 26 against the Coker Cobras, where he hit 8 of 14 from three-point territory, establishing new career best in scoring along with three-pointers made. He's averaging on the season 17.4 points per contest on this season, but again is riding a high. The Pioneers are coached by J.T. Burton in his 3rd year with 46 wins, his 9th year overall, 141 wins. And Coach Burton has this team as the number 2 seed guaranteed next week in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament, as Lincoln Memorial and UVA-Wise have to miss the tournament because of COVID protocols. So it's an 11-team conference tournament getting underway Saturday. The Pioneers will have the bye into Monday, where they will play the 7-10 game, the winner of Catawba and Limestone as it stands right now. More games that are being played tonight as well, as Anderson is at Mars Hill, Coker is at Newberry, and Catawba is at Wingate. LMU and Carson Newman has been canceled. Our officials for tonight's game, it's always good to see Wallace Hardy, John Rigsby, and Zachy Cook are our officials for tonight here from Pioneer Arena. We welcome you in on this Pioneer Sports Network special broadcast on 103.1 FM WIKQ, and for those tuning in through TusculumPioneers.com. Brandon Mitchell along with R.J. Gunn on the opening tip, which will be won by the Pioneers, as Trenton Gibson will control it for Tusculum. Brian Staten courtside, game station engineer tonight is Jeff Moore. The Pioneers with the basketball, they go left to right on your radio dial, or joist to midge, as we would view it here in this basketball game. Gibson on the left side. They go down low to Brandon Mitchell, working against 6'11 Fowler. Brandon Mitchell caught on the baseline. Will kick it out to Gibson for a 3. This one is off the mark, no good, and will go up over the backboard for a turnover to the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. So the Pioneers have been getting off to some very hot starts here at Pioneer Arena of late, but that shot did not go down for Trenton Gibson. One of the best in school history, and we'll talk a lot more about him as we go along. The Bears into the front court with their opening possession. Fowler at the three-point line. They'll have 5 around that three-point stripe, and Fowler will roam inside, but he can also hit it from outside, as he'll take an outside shot right now, and Fowler drains the 3. Cooper Fowler, 31% this year from three, knocks down the three, and it's 3-0 Lenoir-Rhyne. Into the front court, Trenton Gibson for the Pioneers. On the right side on the dribble, man-to-man by the Bears. This will be Gibson. He'll skip it out to Justin Mitchell. Mitchell losing it as he gets into the lane, turns it over. And coming up with it will be Fowler. Into the hands of Muldrew, into the front court. Back to Fowler at the top of the key. Now onto the right side, Darius Simmons. Simmons with it. That dangerous scorer from outside. Now R.J. Gunn, that versatile anything you need, R.J. Gunn. Left side, Muldrew. Muldrew bounce past top of the key. Inside the paint, R.J. Gunn. A fadeaway from 15 feet is good. 5-0 LR. A minute and a half gone here in the opening half. The Pioneers have a missed shot and a turnover, and the Bears have hit 2 of their first 2 shots. On the left side, Trenton Gibson. He'll take off into the paint. Little pull up over Fowler is short and no good. Rebounded by LR. They look to run. Simmons quickly into the front court. Scott will slow him down for the moment. Out to R.J. Gunn, who takes off into the paint. Scott knocked it away, but Gunn will get it back. And then Scott trying to reclaim it again. Couldn't rip it away from the very strong R.J. Gunn, who'll be whistled for a foul. So Scott will pick up his first and the team's first. And the Bears will inbound. Baseline front court. Lenoir-Rhyne, and it will be Davion Bradford on the inbound. Bradford on the left wing at that three-point stripe to Simmons. Simmons watched by West, and Simmons will pull the trigger for 2. No good. Rebound weak side by the Pioneers, down 5-0. Justin Mitchell into the front court. Left side will be James West. West on that left side, back to the top to Mitchell, now right side to Trenton Gibson. Gibson with it as LR likes to get into you defensively and force you into some mistakes, and they've already forced Tusculum into a mistake. Right side, this is going to be Gibson. Gibson to West with 9 to shoot. Inside to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Fowler. Nice little spin move. His shot, though, is no good, and the rebound comes down to LR. Pioneers struggling, down 5-0, and then West gets back to knock it away from Simmons. And West is the one that knocked it out of bounds, and they knocked it off the kneecap of Simmons out of play, and the officials will change that call. It'll go the way of the Tusculum Pioneers. Tusculum with the basketball. Into the front court, this is going to be Justin Mitchell. Mitchell at the top to James West. West, couple of moves, will get into the paint, drive it down the lane, and lay it up and in. James West with the bucket for the first 2 of the game for the Pioneers. Need to get him going, need to get everybody going right now. Tusculum seems to kind of be lackluster here at home, where they are unbeaten this season. Bradford with it on the top of the key. This will be Cooper Fowler. Fowler will give it up into the hands of Darius Simmons. Both of these teams have a win against the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters. LR ended their 39-game winning streak. Simmons into the paint. Little tough double clutch is blocked by Gibson, and Gibson with the loose ball. Pioneers running it into the front court. Last time these teams played was last year. Tusculum won 77-70 at Hickory. Meanwhile, James West, bang, buries a 3-ball. And for the Pioneers, that's a 3-pointer in 230 straight games, 941 of their last 942. Tied at 5. West has scored the last 5. Muldrew underneath, and a good feed by Cooper Fowler. Boy, he's a big man. He's got great touch, and he really sees the court. 7-5 LR. Gibson is going to be picked by Bradford, and then a whistle at midcourt. As Bradford picking the pocket of Trenton Gibson, one of the best defenders in the league, was actually nominated as the Conference Defensive Player of the Year a year ago. Lost that to Cameron Henry of Lincoln Memorial. But they forced the turnover and then a foul on Brandon Mitchell, his first, team's second. Bear basketball in the front court is Cooper Fowler on the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Muldrew. Muldrew with a switch will throw it out to nobody in particular and turn it over. So the Bears get a turnover, and the Pioneers, down 2, will go to this break. We take a timeout. We're back. Well, no, let's stay here. We usually do this just to be able to update you with what's going on in the conference standings and how things are going through the conference standings. So it's confusing Jeff back at the radio station, but let's keep it here so we can give you an update. LMU and UVA-Wise are out of the conference tournament, making it an 11-team field. Means Queens will be the 1 seed, Tusculum will be the number 2 seed, no matter what happens here tonight. The 3 seed will be Carson Newman. No matter what happens, they were to play Lincoln Memorial tonight, so that won't matter. They will play the winner of Wingate and Mars Hill. Tusculum plays the winner of the 7-10 matchup, which right now looks like it will be Catawba and Limestone. That will be on Monday night. The 9-8 game will be Coker, the 9 seed, against the 8 seed, which could be anybody, and likely will be Anderson. And then the 4-5 matchup will be Lenoir-Rhyne and Newberry, but where will it be? If LR wins tonight, it will be in Hickory. If LR loses tonight, it could be in Newberry if they win tonight. Newberry tonight has Coker. Catawba is at Wingate, and Anderson is at Mars Hill, and those are all 8 o'clock games. Meanwhile, the Tusculum women are playing for a conference championship tonight, and they currently trail in the opening 3 minutes of play 6-0 on a couple of three-pointers made by UVA Wise. Tusculum has opened 0 for 7 from the field, and UVA Wise is 2 for 2 with 3 turnovers. That's just how it goes. Out of this timeout, the Pioneers, who trail 7-5, have James West out there with Trenton Gibson, Brandon Mitchell, Justin Mitchell, and Josh Scott. That's your opening starting 5. Scott for the tie on the baseline is no good. Gibson will tip it out, but it comes right to Muldrew. Muldrew drives it down the lane. He lost it going up, and then he tried to save it, but he was out of bounds, and it goes to the Pioneers. Muldrew losing it on the fast break going up, and the Pioneers getting the stop after the missed shot. Pioneers have opened up the game, 2 of 6 from the field, while the Bears are 3 for 5. 7-5, LR. Gibson across the stripe, watched by Bradford. Right side is James West. West, watched by Darius Simmons. Back out to Josh Scott. Scott with it. He stands at the midcourt stripe. From the top, 10 seconds to shoot. This will be James West, now picked up by R.J. Gunn. They bounce it down low to Mitchell with 5 to shoot. Mitchell driving it on Fowler, goes right to the rim and had his shot blocked. 1 to shoot, they won't get it away. Shot clock violation on the Bears, and very little going on in the paint right now for the Pioneers. And Nadi Legist will be into the contest for the Pioneers. The super phenom freshman will check into the contest with the Pioneers down 7-5. Zim Fields is in, a sophomore from Savannah, Georgia. Across the stripe into the front court, this is going to be Bradford. Bradford on the dribble, back to the top to Fields. Fields with it for the Bears, driving it on Legist inside the paint. We get a whistle to stop play, and maybe a reach that'll go against the Pioneers, and it will be on Justin Mitchell. Mitchell will pick up his first, and that'll be the team's 3rd. So into the contest will come Keyston Brown as he'll check in for Tusculum. On the inbound, LR, baseline front court. Gunn left open from about 10 feet, and that's good. That's automatic. 9-5, LR. R.J. Gunn perfect from the field, and he's got that fadeaway going. West inside the paint against Fowler, somehow finishing with all sorts of contacts. Quickly, LR transition. Darius Simmons giving it back to Fields. Fields then will throw it to the back court, and it will go out of play, and a turnover on Tusculum. That's a lot of contacts as James West was able to finish that play. Fowler will come out. Into the game will come Tim Steele, a 6'5 freshman out of Conway, South Carolina. Also into the game will come Tyson McClain. Love it how these guys just jump off the bench and jump right into the game without checking in. But they just come right on in. On the inbound, this will be Trenton Gibson. He'll fake a 3, give it up to Legist. Finger roll, good. Good ball movement by the Pioneers, tying the game at 9. LR has never trailed with the basketball in the front court. Steele on the left side to Gunn. He'll pop a 3. This one is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Trenton Gibson. Gibson quickly to the front court. The Pioneers look for their first lead, and Gibson will give it to him. Coast to coast on the drive, right to the rim and in. 11-9 Tusculum as they take their first lead here in this opening half. Across the stripe, Bradford travels. A turnover on the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. So they're tops in the league in turning you over. And they do a good job not turning the basketball over, but they're called here. Anthony Rice into the game for the Bears. Across the stripe, this will be Keyston Brown. Brown at the top, bounce pass left side into the hands of Trenton Gibson. Gibson trying to find Anadi Legist against Tim Steele. Steele, the freshman, Legist, little hook shot is no good. The rebound is loose. It's still loose, and the LR Bears come away with it. That's going to be McClain. McClain will bring it across the stripe. Tusculum leads 11-9. This is Tim Steele. Gives it up McClain. McClain from the foul line. McClain back out to the top into the hands of Fields. Fields at the top to the right side, McLean. McLean, ball fake. He'll stop and take a 15-footer. That's no good. Rebounded by Trenton Gibson. Pioneers looking to run into the front court. Gibson into the paint. Spins, shoots, scores. Trenton Gibson. 8-footer for Gibson to make it a 4-point Pioneer lead as they're on an 8-0 run. 4 of their last 5 shots have gone down as well. On the baseline, inside the paint, turnover against the LR Bears again. Anthony Rice looking inside. (13-9) Tusculum after the Bear turnover. And the Pioneers with the basketball back. Trenton Gibson at the top of the key. Spinning on Zim Fields, and a whistle for a foul that'll go against the Bears as they kick it out to Keyston Brown. He hit the 3 but wipe it off. And the foul will go against Zim Fields. That'll be number 1 on him. And the first against the Bears. Armin Muldrew, the freshman out of California, back into the contest. As the Wise Cavalier women still lead Tusculum. They haven't scored. Tusculum is 0 for 12 to start the basketball game. They're down 12-0. And they're playing for a conference championship tonight. Gibson in the paint will kick it out. This will be West with 9 to shoot. Heavily defended. Lob pass inside is going to be Legis. Back out Makai Olden. Brown, he'll fire a 3 at the buzzer. Bang! Keyston Brown knocking down the 3. 16-9 Tusculum on an 11-0 run here in the last 2.5 minutes. Tim Steele with it on the top of the key into the hands of Muldrew. Muldrew goes into the corner to Zim Fields. Fields into the paint, back out to Muldrew. He'll try a 3, and that one is airballed out of play. Pioneers have it right back, leading 16-9, and we will take this time out. 11:52 to play in the first half. We go to break with your score. Tusculum 16 and Lenoir-Rhyne 9. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
No, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
(16-9) Tusculum out of the timeout with the basketball on an 11-0 run. Trenton Gibson with it at the top of the key for the Pioneers. This will be West on the left side. He'll drive baseline against Simmons. Looking inside for Gibson. He'll put it off the glass. That's too strong and no good. And the rebound that will come down to LR. RJ Gunn out there with Darius Simmons. And it's good to have them out there. They're run stoppers. Simmons, Cooper Fowler, straightaway 3 is well short. The rebound is loose. Gunn had it. Makai Olden goes to the floor, and it should be simultaneous possession. It will be a jump ball. LR will have it back, though. Bears have missed their last 5 shots. They've turned it over 5 times in the last 5 minutes as well. They haven't scored in 3:24. Into the contest will be Justin Mitchell for the Pioneers. Out there with Makai Olden, Keyston Brown, Trenton Gibson, and Anadi Legist for the Pioneers. On the inbound, this is going to be LR. Simmons on the left wing, step back 3, line drive shot won't go, and the rebound comes down to Trenton Gibson. Gibson with it on the run to the front court. Keyston Brown, Anadi Legist, baseline 12-footer is good. Anadi Legist. 18-9. It's a 13-0 run by the Pioneers, who have their largest lead here in this opening half after trailing 9-5. Left side front court. This is going to be Darius Simmons into the paint. Kick out three for Anthony Rice is no good, and the rebound tipped out right to Simmons for three. That one's good. Darius Simmons on a tip out three. Ending a drought of 4 minutes for the Bears without a point. 18-12 Tusculum. Across the stripe front court, this is going to be Trenton Gibson. Gibson right side to Brown. Brown back to Gibson at the top, bouncing it to Justin Mitchell. He'll fire a three. This one is no good, and the rebound is loose, and it was picked up by Rice of LR. With Simmons into the front court on the sprint. Little sidestep in the lane. He had missed as it short, but he gets it back somehow. Fowler, he'll try a three from the left wing this time, and he gets it stuck between the rim and the backboard, and that will be a jump ball error to the Pioneers. So the Pioneers will have it back. Cooper Fowler had a night to remember a couple of weeks ago. He was actually nominated for a top play on SportsCenter in their top 10 in their win against Wingate, where he misses a free throw but then tips it in at the buzzer. It was pretty impressive. Legis jumper is no good. The rebound tip by Olden is no good. Rebounded by LR. Here come the Bears into the front court. Rice to R.J. Gunn. Gunn driving it down the lane, getting into Olden. That floater's good. R.J. Gunn. He's a good player. Gunn 3 of 4 from the field, 6 points. 18-14 Tusculum. They led moments ago by 9. Left side front court. On the drive, Brown, kick out three from Mitchell, baseline. No, it's too strong. And a whistle and a foul as Rice shoving Olden in the back. So Rice will be whistled for the foul. It'll be his first and the team's second. Mitchell has been lights out from three here of late as well, so to have him miss a couple of open looks is a bit surprising. Josh Scott and James West back into the game for the Pioneers. His 5-game winning streak in large part due to the re-emergence of James West after missing a month due to injury. On the inbound, underneath the bucket, all alone is Justin Mitchell, who'll put it up and in. Pioneers make it 20-14. LR's hit 2 for their last 10 shots, but they've hit 2 straight. Well, 2 of their last 3 possessions. Left side front court, Davion Bradford. Bradford behind the back bounce pass to Fowler for a 3. That one is no good. The whistle for a jump ball out of play. No, it actually goes off of Tusculum out of play, as the Pioneers having a problem securing the rebound the last couple of trips down. So LR with another chance. On the inbound will be Rice for the Bears. Baseline front court. Bouncing it, and it's stolen. The Pioneers steal it, but then stealing it right back will be Rice. One turnover deserves another, I suppose. Rice with it on the left side. Watched by Justin Mitchell. Under 9 to play first half. Right side, Davion Bradford. R.J. Gunn, watched by Scott, will pull up over him and hit another shot. R.J. Gunn. Holy cow. 20-16. Young man is good. Across the stripe front court, this will be James West. He and Simmons, seniors, that option to come back. I don't know if they will, but my goodness. 3 ball by Keyston Brown. This one is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Josh Scott. He'll go up and draw a foul. A missed shot, but an offensive rebound as the Pioneers get it right back. And the foul will go inside, and it will go against Tyson McClain. It'll be his first. Oh, actually, it's on Gunn. Sorry. So Gunn will pick up his first and the team's third either way. And Josh Scott will go to the free throw line for the Pioneers. Remember that all-freshman team from a season ago. Scott missing the first for the 67% free throw shooter. Tusculum women really struggling. They trailed it in the game 12-0, missed their first 12 shots of the game. They trail right now at the end of one quarter, 23-10. Got some making up to do as they are playing for a conference championship tonight. Now 25-10, Wise. Scott makes the second of 2. Carson Newman leading LMU 19-11. Wingate leading Catawba 18-15. Queens up on LR. Newberry leads Coker big. And a steal, yeah, Pioneers had it. Do they keep it? They do. Here come the Pioneers after a turnover. James West blowing right by the defense into the lane. His jumper is no good. A lot of contact. Missed the layup. Rebound taken by Davion Bradford. 21-16, Tusculum. Bradford against Brandon Mitchell. Now R.J. Gunn. Can anybody slow him down? They go baseline, Bradford, back out Simmons. Simmons will fake a 3 and take a 2 off the dribble, and that's good. And a timeout will be asked for by the Pioneers. We'll take that break. We're back in 1 minute here to Pioneer Arena. 7:45 to play first half. Tusculum 21, Lenoir-Rhyne 18. As you listen to Pioneer basketball here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the
(21-18), Tusculum with the lead out of the Tusculum timeout. Keyston Brown into the front court on the right side on the dribble. Here's James West on a triple team. He lost it, but he got it back. West then slings it out to Gibson. Gibson on the left wing to Josh Scott. He'll fake a 3. Kick it back out to Gibson, who will take a 3. That one's too strong, and the rebound, R.J. Gunn. Into the front court, Darius Simmons for the Bears. On the left side, Simmons, little dribble drive into the lane, and he'll draw some contact, and that's a lot more contact James West has taken. And they're going to get James West for his first team foul number 4. It's not consistent. It's just not consistent. James will run into the paint, and he'll draw a lot of contact, and then Simmons, who is initiating the contact, gets the call. Simmons at the free throw line, missing the first free throw. But a great scorer, and amazing that he missed a free throw. He's 89%. Honorable mention all-conference last year. First team preseason all-conference this year. He missed 2 free throws, and that's news. That's a headline. 21-18 at Tusculum. Trenton Gibson on the drive. Offensive foul on Gibson. He did lower his shoulder right into the chest of Bradford, and Bradford, one of those defensive specialist guys. The senior out of Pontiac, Michigan. 21-18, the Pioneers turn it back over, and the Pioneers have turned it over 4 times. Into the front court will come the Bears on a run. Tusculum's missed their last 6, or at least their 1 for the last 7. R.J. Gunn is unstoppable. He'll fade away for a 3 here. It's no good. Rebounded by Trenton Gibson. Into the front court to James West. West on the left wing on the dribble. Lobbing it to Brandon Mitchell. He put it on the floor, and Gunn goes down to get it from him and then throws it out to West and throws it away. Well, Mitchell couldn't handle it in the paint. Justin Mitchell back into the contest for the Pioneers, who've turned it over back-to-back possessions. An offensive foul and just a turnover. Pioneers 1 for their last 7, haven't scored a field goal in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And now have it into the front court. This will be the Bears looking to potentially tie it. From the top, this is going to be Darius Simmons. Simmons, watched by Scott, takes off into the lane, dribble drive, and he misses it, but it's rebounded by Bradford. Back out, Tim Steele. Steele working against West. Here's R.J. Gunn. Will elevate from 18 feet. Hit it. R.J. Gunn from about 18 feet away. Elevating off the dribble. 21-20, Tusculum. They have led by 9 in this game after they went on a 13-0 run, but the Bears have fought back. It's an 11-3 spurt. And a whistle on Bradford here for being a little too aggressive defensively. It'll be his first, team foul number 4. So the Pioneers will inbound. Into the contest will come Anthony Rice for the Bears. Come in for Bradford here. So Keyston Brown on the inbound left side front court. At the top of the key, Brown. Here's Justin Mitchell. He'll fire a three. Bang. Needed that. Pioneers were in a big drought, almost 3 minutes, and have gone 1 for their last 7. Mitchell knocks down the three. Third three of the half for the Pioneers, leading 24-20. Tim Steele at the top. Pick and roll for Steele inside the paint, and he'll put the layup in. 24-22 Tusculum. Back and forth we go here in this first half. Across the stripe into the front court. This will be James West. West, watched by Simmons. Mitchell to West. West driving, spinning, shooting, and scoring. What a nice pirouette from the elbow. Highlighting stuff from James West. Right side, R.J. Gunn. Gunn with it on that right wing. Watched by Scott. He'll take off, lower that shoulder. He'll jump and miss the jumper. As he elevates, just putting that shoulder down, much like Trenton Gibson moments ago. Keaston Brown, ball handling, is going to be tripped up. Everett Sullivan can't believe it, but Brown got tripped up, feet tangled up, and a whistle for a foul on Zim Fields will be his second and the team's fifth. The Tusculum women have at least rallied the troops. They were down 29-10. They trail 36-22, but they've got to get some stops defensively against Virginia Wise if they expect to be back in that game in Wise, Virginia. A win and their conference chance for the Tusculum women, but they got a long way to go. West for three. No good. Brandon Mitchell is undercut. That's a great call. Brandon Mitchell jumps to get that rebound, and he's undercut by Tim Steele. Yeah, you go back and look at that all you want to, but you cannot, when a man jumps into the air, then all of a sudden start undercutting him right there. That is a great call. On the inbound, this is going to be Keaston Brown. Brown will bounce it to West. They're going to say he travels. I didn't see that either. Literally like I didn't see it because Coach Sully was standing right where West caught the inbound. 26-22 Tusculum. 4:40 to the half. Pioneers shooting 44%, the Bears 42%. Both teams have been sloppy with the turnover. Right side, top of the key. Rice, Simmons. Simmons will try a three. This one is short, and a long rebound to Justin Mitchell. Mitchell into the front court on the dribble. Mitchell, back out Keaston Brown. He'll penetrate, kick it out to Mitchell. Mitchell takes off, bouncing it to Brandon Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell then had it knocked away, and it'll be a foul as Brandon Mitchell tried to get it back as he was being stripped of the basketball. So the foul goes on Brandon Mitchell, will be his second, and team foul number 6. Oh, they've got him for just one? Then we missed one earlier. LR basketball down 4. And I don't really see a lot there from Brandon Mitchell. I didn't see a lot. Tim Steele with it from the left wing. Back out to the top is Rice. Rice, dribble drive right into Legis, gives it up to Steele, puts it in. Steele from the right block on the right side. 26-24, Tusculum by 2. Back and forth we go here in the first half. Left side, into the hands of James West. West bouncing it to Anadi Legist. Legist backing his way in, elevates, shoots, and scores. Anadi Legist. Into the front court, LR, Tyson McLean with Tusculum leading 28-24. Zim Fields, left side, Muldrew. Right side, McLean. McLean had it knocked away and stole it. Into the front court, Keaston Brown. He's got West to his left. He'll fire it to West for 3. Bang! Transition bucket by James West. Keaston Brown set it up after Legist got the steal. 31-24 into the front court. This will be Rice. Anthony Rice gives it up to Fields. Fields on the dribble drive into the lane. Will pull up for a fadeaway, no good. Rebounded by Justin Mitchell. Bullet pass front court into the hands of Keaston Brown. Brown, Justin Mitchell. Mitchell is going to be fouled. And that will be the 1-and-1. After West hit another 3, we wipe it off. The foul goes against Tim Steele. That takes us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break before the free throws. That's when we come back with more basketball here from Pioneer Arena. at halftime, just before the half. It's Tusculum 31, Lenoir-Rhyne 24, as you listen to Pioneer basketball here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the...
31-24, the Pioneers with the lead here. Elsewhere in Wise, Virginia, the Tusculum women trail 45-27. 12 points from Maddie Sutton with 7 rebounds, but Tusculum is 31% from the field. Wise is hitting 61%, and they're 5 of 9 from 3, and they have put up 45 points in the first half on the Tusculum women. Meanwhile, it is Catawba leading Wingate 29-26 Wingate, as they have just scored. This is women's basketball. Queens leading Lenoir-Rhyne 24-18, and it is Newberry over Coker 30-19. All of those games just before the half. The only men's game being played right now, 31-24. Tusculum with the lead, and a 1-and-1 for Justin Mitchell missing, and the rebound is out of bounds, and it stays. No, it's going to be out of bounds off Tusculum, I guess. The official was right there in front of it. He saw it. I'll take his word for it. 2:40 to play here in the first half. Coming up at the half, we'll look at some awards handed out this week individually at Tusculum. Your conference standings, the conference tournament, and so on. There's the new shot block leader, Brandon Mitchell, with his 160th of his career. It led to a fast break, and Mitchell is fouled attempting the dunk. But Brandon Mitchell becoming the school's all-time shot block leader with that one right there, which led the break, his 160th of his career, surpassing that of Brad Hawks, his 159, which stood for a long, long time. Justin Mitchell is at the free throw line, making the first of his 2 free throw attempts. But that emphatic rejection by Brandon Mitchell. Been good to see. Justin goes 1 of 2 at the stripe. Pioneers on a 6-0 run here in the last minute, and they've hit 4 of their last 5 shots. Run stopper, R.J. Gunn is no good. Had it blocked partially, and then James West with the loose ball into the front court for the Pioneers. Justin Mitchell, skip past Keyston Brown, catch and release 3. No. Anadi Legist put back, no. And the rebound comes out. It's tipped, and it's controlled by Brandon Mitchell. Back to Justin Mitchell. James West a 3. No. Long rebound, Anadi Legist, and he couldn't stop his momentum. He travels. Well, the Pioneers had looks at it. Wouldn't go. Anthony Rice exits as Davion Bradford back into the game. Legis, always so good right there at the top, usually finishes that. Into the front court, LR. This will be Darius Simmons. Simmons to Cooper Fowler. Fowler to Gunn. Gunn. Pull-up jumper off the dribble is good for 2. R.J. Gunn. That's his shot. He gets that little screen from Fowler, and it's money. 32-26, Tusculum. Into the front court, James West. West had it knocked away from Bradford for a moment, but he gets it back. Back out now left side into the hands of Keyston Brown. Brown will pull up off the dribble. This one is no good. Rebound taken by Muldrew. LR racing into the front court is Darius Simmons. Simmons with a minute to play in this first half. On the dribble, on the right side. Now picked up by Anadi Legist. Gunn, a deep 3 off the dribble is no good. The rebound is tipped out of Keyston Brown's hands, and it will be Pioneer basketball with 52 seconds left in the half. So Tusculum leading 32-26. They've hit 42% of their shots. LR now 12 of 31. R.J. Gunn with 12 on 6 of 11 from the field. James West 12 with 5 of 8 from the field, including 2 threes. Legist on the baseline, picked up by Gunn. Justin Mitchell a 3 straight away. Back ironed it, no good. And a rebound foul that goes against Anadi Legist. I didn't see it. He and Gunn were battling for a rebound. Sometimes when you're just battling for a rebound, unless you've taken some guy's head off, what's the point? Both guys are pushing and shoving, trying to gain an advantage. And some of it I don't understand. But then again, I don't wear the stripes. I do act like one with a microphone in front of my face. Yeah, I didn't see anything there. Just nothing. Gunn, meanwhile, at the free throw line. Might as well call him automatic, especially today. 82%. Had that 24-point game against Wise. Of course, he's averaging 27.5 points a game in his last 2 games. And he averaged 19.6 a game last year. And he goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. And R.J. Gunn with 14 for LR. 32-28. West on the inbound, watched by Davion Bradford. In the backcourt. Across the stripe, this is going to be James West. West on the right side on the dribble. Gives it up to Legist. Legist. And a whistle for a foul on Cooper Fowler, battling with Brandon Mitchell inside. It's a 1-and-1 for Brandon Mitchell. Fowler's going to pick up his first. And literally, because it happened away from me, I did not see it. Like, it happened away from the ball. Simmons along with McClain back into the game for the Bears. As Brandon Mitchell will go to the free throw line. Mitchell 0 for 2 from the field in the game. But again, that one block giving him the all-time school record of 160 for a career. Mitchell missing the front end, and the rebound will be LR. And a timeout will be asked for by the LR Bears. That burn it or lose it. So in the 100th season of Lenoir-Rhyne basketball, they've won 19 regular season championships and 12 conference tournament championships. Of course, the last conference tournament championship they had was 2003. They were in the one 2 seasons ago with the Catawba Indians. Their last regular season championship, the 08-09 season. The LR Bears have just 2 wins away from going 1,400 wins in their career. They are winning over those 99 seasons, 55% of their games. 62 winning seasons for the Bears. And the LR team this season sitting at 8-5. Likely will have another winning season this year, just depending on how many more they get the opportunity to play, obviously. Getting their highest win against a ranked opponent this year, the second-ranked Rail Splitters of LMU, ending that 39-game winning streak. R.J. Gunn with an illegal screen. Got away with it, and Simmons knocks down a 3. Into the front court, James West at the buzzer is good. Oh, my goodness, they're not going to count that? They are not going to count that? Are you kidding me? He got all the way down the floor and made that bucket. Did they not count that? I saw an official wave it off, but they have put the points on the board. Definitely he got rid of it well before then. And they got the points on the board, but an official waved it off. So I'm assuming it's good. As that's what's up on the board. So we'll take that break and return right after this. We're at halftime, where it's Tusculum 34 and Lenoir-Rhyne 31. Pioneer basketball continues after this here on the Pioneer Sports Network. windshield, take one.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom.
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family. So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
name's Trent Gibson. I play basketball here, and I'm a sophomore. I chose Tusculum because of the family atmosphere that's given. As soon as I walked on campus, I was embraced, and also just because of the academics. I feel like I'm pushed every day to be my best.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
let's get you to that wedding.
A curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County and you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
So we welcome you back into Pioneer Arena just before we get set to start this second half here from play. (34-31) is our score as the Pioneers with the lead, and the Tusculum women continue their upward trend. They trail now by single digits, 47-39 against Wise. We're keeping an eye on that. That's for a conference championship. JT Burton was trying to steal the second half possession. I love it. And Everett Sullivan had a nice big laugh about it as well. Oh, those good friends in the South Atlantic Conference. Of course, it's a tight community in coaching in our league as well. R.J. Gunn for the tie. In and out, no good, but there's Bradford to tip it up and in. Bradford unaccounted for, just flying through the Pioneer defense like a hot knife through butter. 34-33. We welcome you to start this second half. Brian Staten courtside. Game station engineer is Jeff Moore. On this special broadcast of Pioneer basketball on 103.1 FM WIKQ in Greenville. And for those of you watching, appreciate you guys tuning in once again. Corey Sedgwick, our producer for the TV side of things. Here's a foul on Cooper Fowler. And that's always tough in dealing with that. Of course, Doug Page setting it all up for the Pioneers in that marketing department and the communications department at Tusculum. So Pioneer basketball, Trenton Gibson is out there, the starting five, with Brandon Mitchell, Justin Mitchell, Josh Scott, and James West. Backdoor look, give it up. This will be Brandon Mitchell who put it up and in. Brandon Mitchell answering the LR score to start this game. 36-33, Tusculum by 3. The Bears with the basketball on the left side in this 52nd meeting between these two teams. The Bears with that all-time series lead against Tusculum. Simmons at his shot. Ooh, he's going to be fouled. Looked like he traveled. And the foul will go on Justin Mitchell. They didn't see it. The Pioneers have won 2 straight against the Bears and 3 of the last 4. 77-70. Last time they played last January. They played early in November in 2019, the first conference game of the year, I believe, or maybe the second last season. And Tusculum won here at home 70-58. Tusculum here in Greenville, 14-11 all-time against the Bears. Simmons, after missing 2 in the first half, making 2 free throws here. Pioneers here in the month of February under Coach J.T. Burton has been good. 16-4 in the month of February under the direction of Coach Burton. Josh Scott on the baseline drive goes up, and that one is blocked. Simmons with the loose ball. Leads to a fast break, but it's tipped nicely by the Pioneers who got back defensively. So the LR Bears with the basketball down 1 and a chance to reclaim the lead. They haven't led since they led it 9-5 early, 9-7. Pioneers went on that 13-0 run. Left side front court, Davion Bradford. Bradford outside to Simmons, defended by Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell, that is. And he'll dribble it off a shoot top or off of Brandon Mitchell's shoot top and out of play. It was a shoot top either way. The Bears will inbound, baseline front court. On the inbound, this will be Bradford. At the top of the key, a 3-ball by Simmons is no good. Rebounded by Brandon Mitchell. Bears get back defensively. Tusculum countering quickly. Scott on the baseline. Justin Mitchell on the right wing. Here's Trenton Gibson. Gibson yet to get his game going. Justin Mitchell inside the paint, turns it over. A little indecision by Justin Mitchell there. Got to move the ball. 36-35 Tusculum after the turnover by the Pioneers. Of course, I don't see much of the game where I sit. R.J. Gunn looking in for Fowler, knocked away. Stolen. Here comes Josh Scott breaking out of the pack. He'll drive it right to the rim, miss it, and then the rebound is tipped out. A missed layup on a fast break for the Pioneers. Can ill afford that. Muldrew for the lead. Yes. Muldrew a 3, and the Bears have their first lead since the opening 5 minutes of the game. 38-36. LR. James West on the right side on the dribble for three to answer. There's no good. Brandon Mitchell with the rebound. He'll go up strong, and he'll score it, tying the game. 38-38. Mitchell did not score in the first half. He's got 4 here in the second half. Bear basketball. This will be Bradford. Bradford on the dribble. Now watched on a switch by Brandon Mitchell. They like that matchup one-on-one. So where's the switch? Bradford defended by Brandon Mitchell, and the ball is out of bounds because Mitchell was standing out of bounds. Ball did not hit the rim, so 7 seconds to shoot. Keyston Brown back into the game for the Pioneers. And so the officials are discussing if it hit the rim or not. And it didn't come even close to the rim. But they're putting 20 seconds back on the clock. Why? 20 seconds to shoot. The officials got together to talk about it and got it wrong. That doesn't happen very often usually. Gunn a three. Good. R.J. Gunn on a switch. 41-38 Bears. Into the front court, Trenton Gibson. Brandon Mitchell. Gibson, and he'll throw it away. And it's been tough going for Trenton Gibson in this one. Very physical defense for the LR Bears. That's their game. They play very physical. And then R.J. Gunn, his first three-pointer made. And they do enough. 8-5, good team. But they've come up on a couple of tough losses. UVA-wise, they lose at the buzzer. They've been on the wrong end of those buzzer beaters here in, 2 of the last 3. Anderson had a buzzer beater against him. Fowler was out of bounds on the pass, and so a turnover by the Bears. Well, the Tusculum women got to within 9, and then Wise went on a 7-0 run, but they currently lead 55-41. It is a 9-2 spurt by Wise to gain that advantage once again. Nadi Legist into the game. Here's James West down the lane, and he has the ball knocked away from him. You can hear the slaps. And then a steal by Trenton Gibson. He'll drive it to the rim and in. Trenton Gibson. Here comes LR quickly in transition. They've got Tusculum scrambling, and Simmons for 2 is no good. And a big bucket, a big miss right there by Simmons as the Bears lead 41-40 after the Pioneers were scrambling defensively after the steal. And then a reach and a foul on Bradford. Bradford will be whistled for his second and the team's first. That'll take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break and return in 1 minute. 15:27 to play in the game. LR 41, Tusculum 40. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you? To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
The timeout, Tusculum basketball. Nadi Legist on the left wing. Keyston Brown. Brown, Trenton Gibson, pull up from 18. That one rims off no good. R.J. Gunn with the rebound. Here comes Zim Fields for LR. Fields on the left wing in the front court on the dribble. Back to Gunn. Gunn backing down Legist, who just had to stay in front of him and force a foul. So Legist will be whistled for his first. He just couldn't get his feet moved fast enough. Legist will pick up his second against one of the best in the league, R.J. Gunn. Tim Steele into the game for the Bears with Zim Fields. Darius Simmons, R.J. Gunn, Davion Bradford. 41-40, Tusculum down by 1 to the Bears. Steele with it on the inbound near the midcourt stripe, and we'll hand it off to Simmons. Simmons will bring it back out to the top of the key. On the dribble, watched by James West. And I've seen a whole lot more physical play against James West in this game than he has been given credit for, and no call. And there, Simmons again drawing some body contact from West. He'll draw his team second non-shooting foul. Simmons so quick. On the inbound will be R.J. Gunn. Gunn to Bradford, watched by Keaston Brown. Bradford back out to Gunn. Steele. We'll hand it off onto the left side to Fields. Legist defending in the paint, and a whistle for a foul. Legist and Mitchell were both there. This is on a naughty Legist. It'll be his third, and the team's third as well. 14:41 left in this basketball game. Maverick Sullivan got the call, and it's funny, he's out yelling the official something else. Coaches would argue burnt toast. Is the toast burnt? No, it's not burnt. Do you smell it burnt? No, I don't smell it burnt, but it's burnt toast. They would argue burnt toast. Coaches are funny people. Is it burnt toast? It is burnt toast. Nope, I don't see it. Do you smell it? Nope. Fields goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. It's 42-40 Lenoir-Rhyne. Pioneer basketball, Keaston Brown across the stripe. Bears outscoring Tusculum 11-6 here in the second half. Back out to the top, this will be Brown. Gibson, baseline is short, no good. And a weak side rebound, Justin Mitchell is put back as no good, but it's tipped in by Keaston Brown. 42-42. Pioneers attacking the glass. Now they need to stop. Top of the key is Steele. Left side is Simmons. Simmons walked, gives it to Gunn. Gunn on the baseline, watched by Justin Mitchell. A little step back fadeaway is impossible to defend. That is impossible to defend. Gunn knocking down another jumper. He has 17, or make that 19. It's 44-42 LR. Into the front court, James West on the left wing. West through traffic right to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. Rebounded by West. It's off his knee, out of bounds. Into the contest will be Zach Dixon for the Pioneers. Gunn will get a breather with Simmons right now. Muldrew back into the contest, and Anthony Rice for the Bears. 13:45 to play in this basketball game. The Bears lead by 2 at 44-42. Back and forth we've gone here in this basketball game. Pioneers would build a lead. LR would hang around. They've continued to battle back. They have finally taken the lead back. Steele to Zim Fields. Fields on the left side, driving down the lane on Brown. Off the glass, no good. It's rebounded by James West. West looking to run. On the run into the front court. West, a lot of contact. Finger roll. He misses it at the rim. Rebounded by Muldrew. Another missed layup attempt by this Pioneer team on a fast break opportunity. 44-42. LR with the basketball in a lead. Backdoor look, great look by Steele, and the rebound up by, the shot is up by Rice as Mitchell tried to block it, but it still goes. A 4-point LR lead, equaling their largest of the game. Pioneers with it into the front court, and 12:50 to play in the game. Keaston Brown. Back out to the top, this is going to be James West. Zach Dixon. Dixon gives it up. This is going to be Brandon Mitchell spinning on Tim Steele once and twice. Back out to Dixon, a 3. Feet were not set, and his shot won't go. And the rebound, Davion Bradford. Pioneers laboring from the field. Got to find a spark offensively somewhere. Steele, dribble, spin move into the lane. Gives it up Fields. Back out Bradford. He fires a 3. Nope, he gives it up to Muldrew, who drains a 3. Timeout asked for by the Pioneers. We'll keep it here. It will be a minute break, but the Tusculum Pioneers will also have another break coming up here in just a moment. This Pioneer basketball team laboring here, where the Bears now on a 7-0 run have their largest lead of 49-42. And dangerous moment right here, and JT Burton realizing it, and he calls for that timeout. The Pioneers haven't scored in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Meanwhile, in Wise, Virginia, the Pioneers still down. They're down 12 right now, 60-48. Maddie Sutton has recorded her 12th straight double-double. She has 19 points and 12 rebounds. And the Pioneers, vying for a conference championship, trail UVA-Y 60-48. They have just started the fourth quarter. They did outscore Y 16-15 in the third, but they've got to get a few more stops in that contest. The Tusculum women will open up the conference tournament with a loss there as the number 2 seed and would not play until Monday here from Pioneer Arena. The Pioneers will be at home on Monday to open up the Pilot Flying J South Atlantic Conference tournament. A win, though, for the Tusculum women would give them the number 1 seed in the conference tournament as Carson Newman is cruising against LMU 61-33. And there is little that LMU has been able to do right from Holt Fieldhouse tonight. As check on Braylon Weichel, the South Green player. She has just 11 points in the game, so it's not necessarily even her. It's just a whole team effort tonight by the Carson Newman Eagles against the Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitters. Pioneer ball out of the timeout. They trail 49-42. Tusculum has been out of sorts. Scott for 3. That one will not go. Rebounded by Bradford. LR with it quickly into the front court in transition. On the baseline, Zim Fields. Fields with it to Muldrew. He's hit 2 3-pointers here in the second half, where the Bears have outscored Tusculum 18-8. Bradford on the top to Steele. The second unit on the floor without Gunn or Simmons, adding to the lead for the Bears. They're playing really good. Tusculum out of sorts offensively, and the Bears turn it over here. That will take us to a timeout on the floor. We take this break and return in 1 minute. 11:31 to play in the game. It's LR 49 and Tusculum 42. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1. Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
No, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom.
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you...
(49-42), LR leading Tusculum. LR on a 7-0 run. Tusculum hasn't scored in 3 minutes. As they bring it into the front court, Keyston Brown out there with James West, Josh Scott, Zach Dixon, along with Justin Mitchell. Pioneers are going small here. R.J. Gunn back out there for the LR Bears. And he is leading the way with 19 points. James West, who hasn't scored here in the second half, gives it up. Justin Mitchell with 4 to shoot. 3, 2. Brown at the buzzer. Bang. Keyston Brown knocking down a 3. Big bucket. LR basketball into the front court, leading 49-45. The Pioneers need stops. Right side, Darius Simmons for the Bears. R.J. Gunn. Gunn. Bradford. Baseline. This will be Zim Fields spinning in the lane. Tough shot goes. Zim Fields. Pioneer basketball down 51-45. Both Pioneer teams trailing. Tusculum women down 13 again. They had cut it to 9, but it's a 4-0 spurt. West, inside, outside, Brown. No, this 3 will not go. And a whistle and a foul is going to go on Darius Simmons. I didn't see that one either. Simmons didn't see it either. Second foul against the Bears this half. Make that the 3rd foul this half. Pioneers on the inbound. Dixon fakes a three. They look inside, stolen. Bears on the run. Bradford had it knocked away, got it right back. Then throws it back out to Gunn for a three. Yep. 54-45, LR with their largest lead in this basketball game. Sometimes it's just a matchup thing, and then you forget to play offense here in the second half. They've done a much better job on James West here this half, and he misses a floater, gets it back, and puts it in. James' first points of the second half. Can it ignite his game? And here in this second half, the Pioneers have hit just 5 of 17 shots, now make that 6 of 18. The Bears are 8 for 13, including 4 made threes. And R.J. Gunn is the hottest man on the planet, knocking down another fadeaway. A new season high for him, and his career best 36 against Clayton State last year in November. James West around Gunn to Mitchell. Brown on the baseline. Pioneers don't have the good spacing here in this second half. It's a lot of one-on-one, and here's an offensive foul. Pioneers in a bad way right now. Down 56-47. And the Bears with the basketball back. And Trenton Gibson and Brandon Mitchell return to the floor. Pioneers need some offense. Just 6 of 18, 33% leaking oil offensively. Zim Fields takes it across the stripe. 24 for Gunn. Actually, I thought he had 25 on that last shot. That is not the case. He has just 24, but at 27.5 points a game here over the last couple of games, pretty impressive for him. Simmons a three. That one's no good. On the run into the front court, and it's a bad pass. Mitchell. And a turnover against the Bears. They will travel with it right after the Pioneers gave it up. And I say a bad pass, a bad decision, and that's only because Brandon Mitchell was receiving the pass at the foul line with guys all over it. So it will be Pioneer basketball after the turnover and the infraction. Yeah, Simmons walked with it initially before he could really get it and kept going. He's so fast sometimes. Gibson tonight, just 6 points, 7 rebounds, and just 19 minutes of play. He has the basketball now, and it's an illegal screen against Brandon Mitchell. It'll be his third, and the Pioneers have committed 6 second-half fouls. And Adi Legist will be back into the game. So Mitchell and Legist out there with their 3 personal fouls, and the Pioneers need to do something. Down 56-47 with 8.5 to play in the game. The Tusculum women battling back. They trail 71-64. From the top to the left, LR basketball. This will be Bradford. Bradford into Fowler. Foul line jumper is no good, but a offensive rebound dunk put back by Davion Bradford. Are you kidding me? Highlight reel stuff. Unbelievable. 58-47, the Bears with their largest lead of this basketball game. 3 by Gibson. Bang. Trenton Gibson answering. Can it rally the troops? 58-50. LR with the lead. They have outscored Tusculum 27-16 here in the second half. Right side, Davion Bradford has been the catalyst. McLean. And it will be a foul and a reach-in on Keaston Brown. Brown will pick up his first, team's 7th, and it's a 1-and-1. It is also a timeout. We'll take the break and return to Pioneer Arena. Getting heated. It's LR 58 and Tusculum 50. Back in 1 minute as you listen to Pioneer basketball in a regular season finale here on the Pioneer Sports Network. 58-50. Pioneers trail the LR Bears. Don't have as many students in the stands here tonight. They got some playing some games and practicing and doing those types of things. So not a whole lot of momentum here for the Pioneers. But the Bears are creating their own. At the free throw line, missing the front end of a 1-and-1, Tyson McClain. So the Pioneers get a stop. Can they get points? Down 58-50. Tusculum just 7 of 19 from the field this half, while the Bears are 10 for 17. Gibson to West. West to Gibson. Gibson in the paint, elevates, missed it short. Brandon Mitchell grabs the rebound for the Pioneers. Driving it on Fowler. Fowler giving him a hard time. Mitchell missing the layup, getting it back and draws a foul. He's at the line. Brandon battling inside for the Pioneers. Just the thing wouldn't fall. Fowler picking up his third and the fourth on the Bears this half. Again, not very good spacing by the Pioneers, but a good effort to get that offensive rebound. Mitchell going to the free throw line for the Pioneers. The senior, the all-time leader in shots blocked here for a career. And his first free throw rims in good. Here at home, the Pioneers are 6-0 this season. And for Coach Burton, since the start of the 18-19 season, they've been 24-8 here at home. They went 8-5 his first year, 10-3 last year. 6-0 this season. Legist grabs the rebound on the missed shot. Reverse lay-in is good by Anadi Legist. A three-point trip for the Pioneers. 58-53. Tusculum down by 5. Bradford had it knocked away, and it's stolen by Brandon Mitchell. Mitchell to Brown. Driving it to the lane. His shot is no good. Legist gets it and one. Anadi Legist with an and one after a turnover for the Pioneers. Brandon Mitchell stepping in front of it. That last personal foul going against Muldrew, his first. Legist missing the free throw. Fowler grabs the rebound for the Bears. 58-55 LR. And here come the Bears on a break. Simmons into the front court. Will wait for the rest of his team. Gunn, a three. This one is no good. Rebounded by Gibson. Up ahead, James West. He'll pop a three for the tie. No. Rebound is loose. It's still loose. Fowler has it. Gunn has it. Now Simmons into the front court. Simmons for two. That one's no good. Rebounded by Brandon Mitchell. Into the hands of Gibson. West trying to get his game going this second half. Gibson in the lane. Scoop shot is good. The Pioneers on a run, 10-0 over the last 2 minutes. And they have rallied to trail by just one here in this second half with 5:53 left. The Bears will call a timeout here. But it has been impressive, the Pioneers, on this 10-0 run, as they've had done it in less than 2 minutes of play, led by and spearheaded by Anadi Legist, who now has 10 points in the game, and Trenton Gibson now with 11. Pioneers are getting back into this, obviously. All right, the Bears have played some close games. Cooper Fowler hit the most memorable shot in Shuford history, probably. His offensive rebound putback from the free throw line at the buzzer gave the Bears a win against Wingate, 86-85, earning him a top 10 on the Sports Center top 10 play. However, the Bears have been on the losing end of that. Alex Keel hit a baseline jumper with 5 seconds as Anderson won 80-79, and then Cameron Whiteside in their last game, or 2 games ago, gave Wise a 71-70 upset victory with just 2.9 seconds to play. So they've been in some close games here. The Pioneers during this stretch have not really been challenged. They win by double digits over Coker, Lincoln Memorial, Mars Hill. Mars Hill was a 3-point game. But then prior to that, a 60-59 one-point game against Anderson, who've been in some close games. But here of late, they've been blowing teams out. Right now, it's a 1-point LR lead, and the Pioneers have the basketball back after a missed LR shot. Inside Brandon Mitchell for the lead. Yes! 59-58, Tusculum. Davion Bradford with the emphatic one-handed dunk tip-in, their last bucket. It gave them their largest lead. Right now, 59-58 Bears. Or the Pioneers leading the Bears. R.J. Gunn with it against Gibson. That's an offensive foul. Gibson drawing that foul. The Pioneers are back into it with their defense on a 12-0 run. So 59-58. Tusculum by 1. They have rallied the troops. The Tusculum women are down by 9 with a minute to play in that game. Under 5 to play here. Dribble drive. Gibson off the glass. No. Gibson gets his own miss. He'll put it up and in. Trenton Gibson. And he ran into Davion Bradford and may have hit him in the face. And Everett Sullivan saying, hey, that's an offensive foul. There's been a lot of contact on guys driving to the rim tonight. And Trent Gibson with the ball fake. He spins. And he gets into Bradford, who kind of jumped into the air with Gibson. And I think he's going to be okay there for stopping play. I think he's going to have to come out of the game, though. And Bradford, that's a big miss. He's not going to come out. He's going to stay out there. 61-58. Tusculum's on a 14-0 run. They've trailed by 11 at 58-47. Bradford appears to be okay as he handles the basketball in backcourt around Keyston Brown. Simmons, quick first step to the rim, and he'll drive it and draw a foul. So Simmons trying to end the run. So Brandon Mitchell will pick up his third foul, and Darius Simmons will go to the line and shoot 2. Rattles it in good. Lenoir-Rhyne 44th in the country in free throw percentage, 75%. They've hit over 90% as a team in 3 games this year, including that victory against LMU where they went 25 of 26. Simmons made 26 straight free throws heading into the game against Catawba, but he missed in that game, and then he missed his first 2 of this game. But he ends the run by the Pioneers by knocking down 2 free throws, and it's 61-60. Trenton Gibson, count it in 1, or is it an offensive foul? I can't understand this. Officials, they're going to call an offensive foul on Gibson. And it will turn the basketball over. Bradford stayed in front of him. We're going to watch this one a little closer. As Bradford has been wearing Gibson. I didn't see anything there. That's a tough call. That's real tough. Bradford did a really nice job drawing that foul. 61-60. Tusculum. Zim Fields with it for the Bears. Have they slowed down the momentum? The Pioneers on a 14-2 spurt here over the last 4 minutes. Well, really, it's over the last 2.5 minutes. Simmons lost the basketball, got it back and fires a deep 3. That one is no good, and the rebound comes down to Gibson. Into the hands of James West, who has just 2 points this half. 16 points for him, 13 for Gibson, 10 for Anadi Legist. Brandon Mitchell on Fowler. Off the glass, that's too strong, no good. Fowler with the rebound. Bear basketball down 1 into the front court. Left side on the drive. This is going to be Gunn. Gunn on the baseline, no good. Rebound tip to Anadi Legist. Legist onto the left side. No look pass. Rim rocker, Brandon Mitchell. That's high percentage. That's a slam dunk by Brandon Mitchell. 63-60. Everyone forgot Brandon Mitchell all alone underneath. 3:10 left. Pioneers by 3. On the baseline to the foul line. Gunn, hook shot is no good. Rebound taken by Trenton Gibson. Gibson out of the pack, racing it into the front court, spinning it in the lane. Off the glass with contact is no good. Brandon Mitchell battles for the rebound. He can't get it. Darius Simmons has it. He's racing out of the pack. People are chasing him. He's into the front court and he loses it. Pioneers have it. Bradford with the reach. Should be an intentional foul. Simmons whistled for his second, which is going to take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take that break. in the happy confines of Pioneer Arena. It's Tusculum 63, Lenoir-Rhyne 60. Pioneer basketball continues after this. Senior night on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Bears have gone just 1 for their last 9, 0 for their last 6. No field goals in 5.5 minutes. And James West is going to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 for the Pioneers. He has 1 miss on the year. Not many free throw attempts for James West this season. 7 of 8 coming in. As he knocks home the first, we'll have the bonus. Pioneers have rallied from 11 down this half. They trail by 11 with 8:07 to play. There's 2:43 left. And shooting a free throw for a 5-point lead. Pioneers on a 17-2 run in the last 5 minutes. It's good. Davion Bradford to R.J. Gunn, back to Bradford. 65-60 Tusculum. Across the stripe, Bradford. R.J. Gunn. Muldrew on the right side to Bradford. Bradford into Gunn. Backdoor for Fowler. They turn it over. Fowler wasn't ready for the pass from R.J. Gunn. 2:24 left. The Bears are going to come with pressure. 18-2 spurt for the Pioneers. A score here goes a long way. But a dangerous LR team from outside, and Simmons and Gunn and everybody else that's hit it here in the second half. Keyston Brown back out on the top. Trenton Gibson. Gibson. Brown a 3. Bang! Keyston Brown with the biggest bucket of the game. 68-60. And the big 3 by Keysby. Left side Fred Court. Darius Simmons. Muldrew inside the Gunn. Oh, man. The guy is a run stopper. R.J. Gunn. 26-point season best this season for R.J. Let's double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is for him. Into the front court, this is going to be Gibson into the hands of Keyston Brown. Brown, a naughty Legist. West a 3. This one no good. Rebounded by Fowler. Fowler will have it. And a whistle for a foul in backcourt as Trent Gibson gambling for a steal, and it creates a 1-and-1 for the LR Bears as Gibson whistled for his second and the 9th against the Pioneers. It is a season best for R.J. Gunn. I said 27.5. I can't even read my own writing. It's 22.5 he has scored in the last 2. So keep adding to that for R.J. Gunn. And who wants to go up against this kid in the postseason? It will be Newberry, whether it be at Hickory or at Eliezer Arena in Newberry, South Carolina. Somewhere. Davion Bradford playing his 100th game of his Bear career. He and Darius Simmons each playing their 100th game here tonight in the 100th season of Bear basketball. Bradford making the second. 68-63 Pioneers. West into the front court. Mitchell, rim rocker. A tie percentage. That's cashing in on a fast break. 70-63. Gunn, a two-pointer from the foul line is good. How do you defend it? There is absolutely zero way you can defend what R.J. Gunn is able to do from the foul line. It is amazing. The touch, the ability for a big man that he has. Timeout by the LR Bears. R.J. Gunn selected a preseason first team all-conference, no question. He became the first team selection since Keenan Palmore did last year. He was named the NABC second team all-district, second team all-region, and his double figures in all but 2 games in the last 2 years. He had 8 points last season in a game, and he scored just 3 points this year against Mars Hill somehow. So the Tusculum women have lost to Wise 80-72, as they will lose, and they will lose their opportunity to be the number 1 seed in conference champions. But they will be the number 2 seed as the Carson Newman women absolutely annihilating LMU tonight, 85-45. As that game gone final, it's 85-46, and that has gone final. On the inbound, Tusculum with the basketball. And a whistle and a foul in backcourt as Trenton Gibson is going to earn a trip to the line. A very quiet 13 for Gibson. All 5 of the players on the floor tonight, right now, for the Pioneers are in double figures. Brown with 11, West has 18, Legis 10, Mitchell 11, and Gibson with 13. Gibson's 11, all in the second half. Gibson has 9 of his 13 here in the second half. Make it 10 of his 14 in the second half, as we are under a minute to play in the basketball game. 28 for Gunn, season best, and 8 shy of his career best. And Gibson knocks down 2 more free throws for the Pioneers. 26 against LR last year in a game. He had 22 in the conference quarterfinal last year against the LR Bears in that win. 72-65. Right side front court. This is going to be Gunn for 3. That's no good. The rebound tip out. Muldrew fires a 3. That one is off the mark. Bradford battles for the rebound. Into the front court. Trenton Gibson will be fouled. So Trent Gibson will go to the stripe for the Pioneers. At the free throw line, Gibson good on his first. Second free throw for Gibson is good. The Pioneers down 11 this half on a tremendous run to close it out. Muldrew, Simmons, a 3, blocked by West. Back out to Simmons. Throws it over to Bradford. He'll take the 3. That one is no good. Rebound is Keaston Brown. And Brown will be fouled. And on senior night for Brandon Mitchell, 11 points, 9 rebounds, and becoming the school's all-time shot block leader with 160, surpassing that of Brad Hawks. At the free throw line is Keaston Brown. Knocking home the first. His second free throw is also good. The Pioneers rally. They are up 11. Simmons into the lane. A 2-point floater is good. Darius Simmons with 14. It's been a tough night for him. 4 of 16 from the field. Gibson on the inbound. Brown. Brandon Mitchell. Rim rocker. 3 dunks for Mitchell in the half, and that one the most emphatic. Simmons. Well, they're going to stop the play as Simmons got into the lane. And I'm not sure what we were looking at with the clock and why we were concerned with the clock. And Simmons was all the way into the paint and was getting ready to take a shot. And we didn't start the clock because Simmons didn't touch the ball. That's why we didn't start the clock. He didn't touch the ball. He didn't touch it all the way up to the half. So LR will inbound. It matters very little. West with the steal, and he'll dunk it. Oh, he'll miss it. Gibson gets it, and the Pioneers win it. The comeback is good, and the Pioneers knock off the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for a third consecutive time, and will send LR to the 5 seed in the Pilot Flying J South Atlantic Conference Tournament. They would be probably likely at Newberry, depending that outcome there, which will be later tonight at 8 o'clock. The Pioneers victorious. They knock off the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears here tonight to stay perfect at home at 7-0. It wasn't always pretty. Your final score, Tusculum 78 and LR 67. As you listen to Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.